What's going on, everybody? In this video I'm going to talk about how we can divide complex numbers together. So in the previous video we talked about how to add, subtract, and multiply them, but I wanted to make a separate video for the division because it's a little bit more involved. So let's say that I had the number 6 minus 5i divided by I. So the trick for dividing complex numbers is to use the conjugate. And what I mean by that is if you have a complex number, a plus bi, the conjugate of that number is going to be a minus bi, because the coefficients are the same, but the signs change. So in this case, the conjugate of the denominator is going to be minus I. So multiply top and bottom by that, and I end up with a minus I times 6 minus 5i on the top, and on the bottom I have a minus I squared. Then we know that I squared is equal to negative 1, so minus I squared is just equal to positive 1. So what I really have is I have a minus 6i plus 5i squared on the top divided by 1. And so if I divide it by 1, I don't really need the denominator anymore. And so what I really have is I have a minus 6i, and then remember I squared is negative 1, so I end up with minus 5. And then if I switch the numbers around, I've got a minus 5 minus 6i, which is going to give me the answer in standard form here. So for another example, let's say that I have 3 plus 2i, and I divide that by 5 plus I. So again, I'm going to multiply top and bottom by the conjugate of the denominator. And in this case, it's 5 minus I. So when I do that, I end up with a 3 plus 2i times a 5 minus I on the top. And on the bottom, I have a 5 plus I times 5 minus I. And so, on top and bottom, all I got to do is the FOIL operations from these. So, I've got a 15, 3 times 5, 15, minus 3i, plus a 10i, minus 2i squared on the top. And on the bottom, I've got a 25, minus a 5i, plus a 5i, minus an I squared. And now it's just time to combine like terms and simplify. So from the top, I can see that I can combine the two I terms, and I get 15 plus 7i. And then minus 2 times I squared is just minus 2 times negative 1. And on the bottom, notice how the two middle terms cancel each other. And I just have a 25 minus a negative 1, because I squared is negative 1. And then when I fully combine this, I end up with 17 plus a 7i on the top, and on the bottom, I just have 26. And to get this into this form, I can split up this fraction here. So what I end up with is 17 over 26 plus 7i over 26i. So I hope this video was helpful about how to divide complex numbers. The main thing is you want to multiply top and bottom by the conjugate of the denominator, and then you start to simplify from there and perform the algebra necessary to get it into the final form of a plus bi. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you for the next video.